subscribe. Thank you.
All right, couple of things, right? Stephen A. Smith with this Caitlin Clark thing. Stephen A. Smith's definitely the biggest coon, period, right now. He's just a fucking coon, man. If I was anybody in the WNBA, I would never, ever with him again. If I was any black woman, let me repeat this again. If I was a black woman in the WNBA, I would not Stephen A. Smith. He went on a whole tirade today about how black women in the WNBA should really be careful about the Caitlin Clark situation, because when Caitlin Clark doesn't play, the viewership goes down. Well, you know why Stephen A. Coon Smith? Because white people who ain't fucking with him in the first place ain't gonna watch them. And the only reason that they're watching is because of Caitlin Clark is white. That's why. So why should the black woman of the WNBA kiss Caitlin Clark's ass because of people who aren't going to watch them anyway, but only going to watch her because she's white, because they're racist? It's the same thing with Eminem. He went on a whole big tirade today, this f***ing coon, about how, Donald Trump might get involved, and like he wants to. He's putting that shit out there because he wants it to happen. If I would listen, ladies of the WNBA, I support y'all wholeheartedly. Y'all never needed Caitlin Clark. Y'all didn't need Caitlin Clark to pop off the WNBA. Y'all been doing fine just without her. She can play, so what? Stay on her motherfucker. She ain't so special. She ain't special. This motherfucker, Stephen A. Smith, is a coon, and if I was any of y'all in the WNBA, I wouldn't f with him. Don't give him no interviews, don't f with him. Because what he did today, he kind of fueled the fire. He fueled the fire with that Caitlin Clark tirade that he said today. Right? He really wants the women of the WNBA to get penalized for playing hard on her. Caitlin Clark. You know what I'm saying? Anytime a white person comes in to something that predominantly black people do, then this is what happens. Stephen A. Smith on that, man. He's wrong, and he's a coon, and like I said. Now, the second thing, Fat Joe with this awards thing. So, BET, okay, salute to BET, shout to BET, Bob Johnson and all that. Yeah, it started out as for the culture, but then after a while, when money gets involved, it gets watered down. The last Source Awards we did was with BET. They broke contract and they then went and did it on their own. Everybody immediately jumped on BET's nuts, all the rappers and everything, and said, "Fuck us." Fat Joe just got finished saying something about gentrification. Now, did Fat Joe say anything about gentrification when he was hosting the BET Awards? Like, are y'all really going for this? Fat Joe didn't say shit about gentrification when they had his hosting. Of course the BET Awards folded. The Source was the only really true award show that really cared about the streets and really gave the streets a platform. Really gave young black men that would have no other platform nowhere else because the Grammys wasn't giving it. We knew how the BET Awards was. The producers of it wanted to give these elaborate, spending all this budget, this elaborate, no. The awards started getting watered down. It's almost like they didn't know who to pick, and eventually the advertisers just pulled out. It just wasn't making money. It has nothing to do with gentrification, because if it was, Fat Joe shouldn't have did it in the first place. You gotta listen to these people when they go on the air and they talk. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no hater or nothing, but these motherfuckers be full of shit. These people with these podcasts be full of shit. Real talk. Yeah. Bozo Ecclesi Awards go to Fat Joe and Stephen A. Smith. Because nobody was screaming gentrification when the BET Award, when he was hosting it. And Stephen A. Smith with that shit with Caitlin Clark burns my arm. My God, I was on a plane when I was watching him, so I couldn't say nothing. I couldn't wait till I landed. But he is a bozo Ecclesi, all right?